here momentarily, and I want to make use of the dragon. I think that means that I want to intentionally trigger the dragon leaving and then come back in order to get the dragon to return so I can make use of his services. That is the official plan. Because I want this shortcut. Just because dealing with the rats would be very, very awful. So the dragon will come back. I just forget what the trigger for that is. Anyways, one of these is, I think this one's a soul item. And now we get to show off one of my specialties. Just outrunning this guy. I was too close, so the parry didn't work. If I kill him, he won't respawn. And then I can come and go as I please. But if I die, I'm going to get oont. And of course he gets his sip off. Okay, and I don't really know which one is which, so I have to kill them both. Okay, so that's that done with. Worthless. Now let's go tag the bonfire. Oh, I could probably make a texture mod that made it yellow. Yellow and purple. I guess I'm already purple. So we now have a roundabout way of gaining souls, which is if I go back to the dragon bridge, the dragon should return and then let me soul farm there. But for the moment, yeah, go on. Just get this off the menu. Broken straight sword plus 3. Let's compare the numbers on these. 14 more attack. Now let's go see if the dragon will, thinking about what my plan of action is. I'm probably going to have farm at the dragon until I have enough souls to at least upgrade 2 broken straight swords all the way. You can do that fast enough so that you don't get locked in there. Just walk in and walk out, but I did not, and so here we are. Although it's worth noting, I don't know what the trigger for the dragon returning is. So the dragon might not be back yet. Indeed, the dragon is not back yet. Let's try doing something roundabout. It might be beating a boss. If that's the case, then I really didn't have a good option. Because usually the dragon burns me when I come walking up from here, or walking down from here. If this is the case, then I have an idea. Although it's a terrible idea. Speaking of terrible ideas, the boar is taking its sweet time going back to his home. Let's see if I can kill some of these guys. Any Titanite drops off these guys would be just the best thing. Yeah, that guy's going to get his heal off. Hey! Maybe that gave the boar enough time to go back to his home. Might be able to find a use for the alluring skull at some point. If I can get my sword up to +5, I have an idea. A terrible idea. Funnily enough, the alluring skulls would have been useful when I was trying to pull the Lower Berg heist. But I did not do that. There's some soul items I can get here, which will expedite what I'm trying to do. Or expedite. I forget which words are appropriate for which Hmm. I could just go open up the whole thing. Go to Valley of the Drakes and open that up and just have the world my oyster. I haven't beaten the Moonlight Butterfly, so I can't kill Hovel. And I don't really ever have a reason to. I could do something utterly insane and maybe get a big soul item. Oh, worthless. I spent all that time for Titanite I cannot use. But let's just open up the shortcut. That's not that problematic to do. Yeah, using the Hydra to murder the crystal guys is an option, but is also very liable to get me murdered. If I can figure out what makes the dragon come back, that would be rather good. But maybe not necessary. If I can get this going. Now this Drake is the awkward one to run past, depending on what he decides to do. But that's really good. Maybe one of the Drakes will fly off the cliff and kill itself. There's 2,000 souls up here. And we'll get that soul item in a minute. Because first, I can't unlock that door because of the Blighttown key, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump over here. Although I could go explore Blighttown a little bit. Get some items there. A little opened chest. And not actually going to take the shortcut because of how valuable healing is right now. Don't want to get the Firekeeper soul, because that will get Mr. the Guy to kill Anastasia. And I want her to be the living Firekeeper. So I'm not super interested in... Okay, I want one large shard. But I already have large shards, so I'm not that interested in large shards. What, you lived? How are you down here and alive? No, it doesn't matter. So I'm mostly interested in soul items. Which I think there's one here. Yes, there's definitely one over here, too. And dying here is not a huge deal. Just means I lose 500 souls and have to redo the grind to get my humanity back. I could also do... Maybe since I'm down here, I should do... the tree. I am going to want to do the tree. I mean, I don't want to do it, but I basically have to do the tree. Let's respect the leeches. Although, doing the tree is gonna suck, because these, killing these goblins is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. But I could get useful upgrade materials. And the only really annoying thing, if it turns out to suck, is going to be walking out of Blighttown. Here's the decision point. If I sit down, I commit to doing goblins. If I go back up, I put the decision off. I don't want to do goblins right now. I thought I sent the elevator back up. I mean, it should have sent back up, but it didn't. I also have a Firekeeper soul and a Titanite shard waiting for me if I can kill the Baron Nike Knight. And we got 400 souls because there's a basilisk in the Great Hollow that is placed out of bounds, and whenever you go into the Great Hollow, he will fall to his death. So I guess that could technically be a grinding spot if I were stupid, which I suppose I am. Baraniki Knights are very unique in that you can parry them, but for whatever reason, you cannot riposte them or backstab them, which will be what I do to him. But it's very odd. You'll see it when it happens. Did I also get all the items I could out of easy to reach areas here? I think I forgot this soul item. I did. Did I? I did send the elevator back up, which is what I should have done when at the time. And home sweet home. I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. The extra flask will be very helpful. And what do I want to do next? Let's go get my weapons situation settled out. I have a Titanite shard in my pocket. After we do that, There are two bosses in the near future we're going to be fighting before we fight the gargoyles. And we're going to be fighting Quillag before we fight the gargoyles, most likely. And that fight is going to suck, but it's not for a while, at least. See, I can't riposte him. But I can parry him. That was a partial parry. Parrying this guy is scary because, ooh, that was a 3/4. I don't know what the technical term for that is, but I parried him but took damage anyways. That was way too early. I gotta back off and heal. So parrying him actually makes him take more damage because he takes counter hits. Running out of stamina here. See, he takes 10 instead of 7. So he's actually worth 2 Titanite shards because he drops 800 souls, which is how much a Titanite shard costs. And he also drops a Titanite shard. Should probably kindle that bonfire at some point. Uh, okay, so here's our weapon. And now we're going to go pay attention to the Moss Lady. I like garlic a lot, Medibot. Garlic is very good. My problems with onions are mostly textural, but the texture of garlic is rarely an issue. Yeah, I tried that Mastaza, but it did not appear to work. I don't really need the souls right now, though. Garlic bread with pizza. How is the garlic pizza? How is the infusion? Oh, where am I going? Yes, I'm going to the Moss Lady. Yes, the Moss Lady. Sometimes stairs are hard. Ah, your esports aura, also known as sweat. Wait. Now let's eat all of our soul items and spend them all on usable items. Let's see what our efforts garnered us. There's a way to dupe these kinds of souls, but it is a frame-perfect trick, I think, and I've never been able to do it. I'm not actually buying poop yet. Although I will be buying poop. I want to buy 3 of these. Sure, let's just buy 71 poop. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of poop. I have to look something up first, though. We had this list at some point. Okay, I had to look up. That indeed the moonlight butterfly cannot be poisoned. Which I think is actually our next stop. Nope, not going that way. Yeah, if I use fire bombs, I can kill the moonlight butterfly. But I think I'm going to use resin instead. Which means... I also have to decide if I want to summon for the moonlight butterfly. Because that means that the option is available for the Four Kings. But you don't want to summon Witch Beatrice for the Four Kings, so I'm not going to. The only time I might summon would be for Ornstein and Smo. Ornstein and Smo is the real challenge of the run. Amazing. How hard is it to kill these things? Ooh, somebody beat the gargoyles. Okay, beating that thing is hard, so I'm not going to. As the really good, really hard challenges are Ornstein and Smo at the Four Kings. Uh, Funnily enough, actually, really every boss is a challenge in this run. That is because I'm here. This bonfire will be useful for fighting the dog later anyways. There is a soul item in there, but it's trapped and will wake up those guys forever, so I'm not going to do it. I think I will kill this tree while I have the opportunity, though. There are some soul items down there. Although, no, I want to kill it just in case I need to use the souls to beat the Moonlight Butterfly. I can clip pretty far into this thing. Okay, there we go. So the Moonlight Butterfly should not be that awful. The weird trick is our shield is actually good for that fight. This run is... I'm using some of the worst equipment in the game, exclusively. I can do whatever else I want, but I can only use the stuff I've got. I really don't want to use gold resin here, but I will if I have to. So here's the butterfly. Where's it at? This is the boss of wasting time. I can dodge almost everything it does. Our shield is actually good at blocking magic attacks. The more, if it does that attack too many times, it's hard to win. Because eventually our healing items will run out. But the more it does that attack, the better. Because you can just do that to dodge it. Come on, do the thing that means you're going to land. Okay. When its tail wiggles like that, it basically means it's going to land. Nope, can't get a goodbye hit. Well, that's the fight. This is the dangerous attack, because it hits for the most damage, but... Well, that was the wrong time to try to heal. I could go get some black fire bombs from Undeadburg, but that... There we go. No shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is he going to switch sides? No. He can switch sides of the bridge. Leveling up Wario is almost exclusively leveling up health and endurance. I'm going to do this one without resonating up first, just to see what kind of... Okay. No fadeaways. Ah, hello G-Volt. Yeah, dodging to try to rolling to try to dodge the 9 attack is not actually a great idea, because you'll dodge the first one and then get hit by the second one. So it's better to just block. Oh, was it switching side? It is! Hello! You can do this too. Its tail wiggled like it was going to land there, but it didn't. Ah! The desire to communicate versus the desire to... Oh, that was bad. I should have rolled there, but I didn't. I keep forgetting the things I do require focus. Because what I'm doing is boring. It means I'm, I'm going to use a pine resin for this one. So the pine resin does a hell of a lot more damage, but is rarer. It might be just what I need to do to avoid running out of Estus. Mm-hmm. I do have some humanities, though. That's an attack it very rarely does. Mostly because it's usually dead by now. Bosses do pick up more attacks as they get more damaged. Shit. Now I guess I'm doing this one nude. Just get Homeward Bones off the rotation for now. Okay. Oh, I sent you a special, I found a cool ROM on a ROM site. You should try it. How am I alive? Shit! My rolling was all weird there. Hmm. It should be something funny, but if it isn't, then it isn't. I guess how far did you play it? Also, ask me later. I should be focused right now. Did you get your starter? I forgot Platinum has such a long, cold open. Oh shit, I gotta heal now. This is the exact wrong thing to do, but... Hooray! Hey Kaz, you get to see your favorite thing. But first, I want to, get my last precious, lightning resin off the reel so I don't use it on accident. Going to need all of those. And now... Behold! Zzz. And away it goes. So now that we have our methods of power, man, I'm gonna really regret blowing those lightning resins. In fact, I think I'm going to have to go get more of them, which is a long and awful. Get out of the way. Okay, there. Long and awful ordeal that we will deal with at some point. That point being after the Capra Demon and before Quillag. I need to die at some point. Get this humanity off me. What do I want to do with my souls? I know what I want to do with my souls. The thing I have to do with my souls. And that is... Moonlight Butterfly is like the first soul item you can get that you can dupe easily. It's only worth 2,000 souls, but that'll be worth more than Alright, you want Divine Weapon. Sure. So we want to buy... But to make our stuff work. Yeah, is it 12 or is it 2? I always forget. So, reinforcing the shield is not the greatest use of souls. It never has a whole lot of stability and sucks, but you use what you have, not what you like. I am ever going to block things. Yeah, it's 12. Did I sit at the bonfire? I'll sit at it again just to make sure I'm stuck to this bonfire. The shield looks like it does more damage than the sword. Actually, no, it doesn't. You were lying. I could make it a magic cracked shield. Shield bashes take more stamina and are slower and all sorts of things. I guess I should figure out how many Titanite shards I actually need. Yeah, welcome to this. If I were truly dedicated, this would be like the next hour as I get myself up to level mini. Ah, someone has made a ugly face in my chat. Oh, welcome. Welcome to my chat. And now old friend Medibot is also doing it. Yeah, if you use items in that corner, they dupe. That's exactly how it works. Where am I at? I need 6 more. Well, this is where this starts. I also want the weaponsmith box, and I want... Well, there's one thing I have to do. I need to buy the Crest of Artorias. I can buy the weaponsmith box later. I'm gonna have to come back to have my weapon ascended anyways. This will go a little faster with Quelag Soul, but we ain't there yet. Okay. When you do it with Wind Soul, it goes very quickly. Anyways, let's go do Kaz's other favorite thing. Which is... yeah. Hey, my soul total is very funny. You should all laugh at it. My sword is already at +5. Where to next? I'm going the wrong way, because I want to fight Capra. I should actually come from this direction. Ah, you finally found one of the faces that's on the word filter. You could upgrade the... You can turn the Broken Straight Sword into the the Great Sword of Artorias, but I won't be. Man, look at that. There's something wrong with his thigh. Look at that. Look at... I accidentally upskirted myself, and look at that. That is a... That's a awful looking polygon. I think now is the time I take to kill myself. And I'll kill myself in my favorite way to do so. It's like they line it up right for you. And now we're deep purple again. Now, one of the first things I did was try to fling myself into that well. It's a well in a video game. It has to be a secret. I've played any Legend of Zelda, and it turns out it was a secret. A secret hole. So some of these guys might be troublesome. I'm going to have to fight through an amount of foes. Come on, stop doing your dance. So our damage is slightly more real now. Enough to kill these guys with some amount of effort. This guy's going to throw knives at me, most like. I was wrong. I was also wrong that, these guys are harder to parry. I don't really do it that often. Okay. But now we have dogs. The actual worst. And probably my death, come to think. Let's see if I can run away enough to get one dog on me, but not the other. The dogs might be worth pooping, actually. I hate dogs. Well, there's the tried and true method of kicking them off a cliff. Or myself. Okay, that's one of them dead. I should have just tried this before. I'm still in my damage being puny mode, which my damage is puny, but come on, do a jump, do a jump, do a jump, you fuck. Okay, he's not going to. Oh, he did. They take some damage from that. Okay, that was entirely laborious. Let's hopefully get into poop position so that the other thieves do not notice me. Although the thieves are demonstrably easier to deal with than dogs. I think it's from about here that I throw. Almost all of our poison resist is coming from our humanity. I need to line up so I'm straighter. Nope. Okay, that's good. This has it. This has to have it. Got all three of them. Now we just sit back and relax. Wait for him to get pooped. A warrior uses every tool at his disposal for victory. I shouldn't have to poop him again, although I forget. I haven't done this in a long time. The Capra Demon has not been a trouble for me for... Hmm. Your Twitch delay seems to be very high, Ogre. Old friend. And of course Kaz knows the answer of the poop. This being his favorite way of dealing with the Capra. I guess I could go walk down to the depths. Yeah, Capra Demon has nothing I want, so let's just take the time to go down here and wait for the key to spawn in our inventory. You can see him from down here. Hooray! And now time to be wild and crazy kids. I'm dead! I tried to be cool, but I died. That's a very substantial Twitch delay. Oh, I'm gonna go get my soul pile, since it'll be faster to go get it than it will be to try to dupe those souls again. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, Ogre. That is a pretty good epigraph. I tried to be cool, but I died. I'll have that done if I somehow manage to die at 27. Although my musical inclinations are few and far between, so I doubt that's going to happen. Unless you can join the 27 Club from being a slob, in which case I'm a shoo-in. Nope, fucked that up. Why do I keep messing up this jump? Well, I don't have to worry about my bloodstain anymore. Well, that was educational. I could have squeezed in one more. Oh well. So I need to buy the weaponsmith box. And then I think what I have to do is farm for lightning resin. Which is terrifying. I think if I'm going to do that, then I want to go do something else too. Let's work on our second broken straight sword. If I didn't have dupe glitch, it would make the run much longer. Ask Burnthead. Burnthead's done this and he doesn't use dupe glitch. Actually, I think I need more than that. Well, not duping makes it long, and I don't really have a source for humanity at this point in the game. Well, I guess I do now, because I just unlocked the depths, but,
Why not? What?
I could make the raw straight sword.
Don't get yourself killed.
Kill every enemy. Depending on your definition, impossible. There are some NPCs you cannot kill. You might be able to use Poison Fog to kill the Wizard Mage, but otherwise it's very difficult to. Okay, what am I doing now? The two places I have to go are the depths in order to... Or not the depths, but I have to go to Light Town to farm large shards, and I have to go into Dark Root to farm lightning resin, because I'm going to need it to kill Quelegg. Well, there's where it falls apart, Kaz. If you go far enough away from a place, the enemies there and everything on it respawns as if you were sat at a bonfire. I'm pretty sure if I went back to, like, if I killed everyone in Parish and then went to Lowerburg through the aqueduct and then came back, everything in the parish would respawn. Um, hmm. Yeah, the game only keeps your last couple locations in memory before it just wipes it. I think I have to go get... I think I need to go get souls. Which means we're going... Actually, no. I know what I'm doing. Let's go do something stupid. This will help me do the thing I was going to do. The plan is to get a better weapon for farming lightning resin with. And that I have at my disposal to do. We're going to the catacombs. And I'm probably going to die in trying to push the lever in that one place. No bonfire runs of the game are compelling, though. Especially if you're doing no bonfire, no warp runs. They make not getting hit a very important skill. You also go back to Firelink whenever you die. You also have to perform Duke Skip, or things become very bad. Or you have to... You basically can't do Painted World. Okay. To get where I'm going is going to suck. I'm probably going to die right here. Especially if a buffered roll happens. I'm probably going to die right here. Saved myself with a leaping attack there. Holy crap. Doing this for the invincibility frames. And I die. Made it a far ways, though. Because this will be easier now. And I have to run all the way from Parish. Because I wasn't thinking. But that's alright. One does not have to think to be smart. The proof of such maxim being that I just said it. Without thinking. So I'm going to need some souls to do what I'm doing. I'll have 2 green Titanite shards, so that should be enough to get to +2. There's a third I could relatively, not easily, but could relatively get. Could relatively get. And of course there are the leeches, who I'm going to be paying visits to anyways. But all the levers needed to be pressed are already pressed, so I should just be able to run. And get stabbed in the back by a skeleton. Maybe murdered by a skeleton. Although all the skeletons should stop following me about right here. Okay, the skeletons decided not to log jam me. Was that a greedy heal? Probably. Wow! Skeletons acting in unison! See, if I sit at Firelink, it means I'm going to get it. And if I get it, that means I have to walk back to Parish. It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type thing. Or am I just too deep in my own sunken cost fallacy? Who knows? But I want to get my weapon upgraded. And let's be honest. I should just get my 99 humanity back. I never did make shitty aphorism bots because I don't have the skills necessary to actually make anything useful. Come to think, I don't actually have the skills necessary to make most things unuseful, too. Which is to say, something that is not useful. I can definitely make something useful not useful. You just gotta put a little jelly on it. That's all you gotta do, and it's done. Like, take this 360 controller I am currently using. All it would need to be done to, for me, with my mastery of the English language, is just put some jelly on it, and then the thing's like ruined. And it would take like a whole bunch of time to clean, and maybe you would never be able to clean it all the way. And all thanks to some of my old-fashioned southern strawberry preserves. Even though I suppose I am a Yankee now. That's probably fine. I never fit in the South anyways, although I don't necessarily fit in here either, so I don't know. Get out of the way! No! That guy wanted it. I'm glad I abandoned what I was trying to do there. My idea was to do the Yahoo jump there. Backstab you just to knock you on your ass for a few minutes. cast the spell that makes the skeleton return to their original location. And now we meet the skeleton that is the best skeleton, okay, second best skeleton in the game.
Be gone with you. You spoil my focus.
I love this guy. I love how his voice sounds. He sounds so weird and alien. Because he is a skeleton who does not speak with lungs. Also, he has a beard made of bones.
What's that then? Need some smithing? Then produce me some wares. If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
And that's Vamos. So we have a weapon that'll deal more damage now. I've been training this one up because this will not do anything to Quillag. It'll be so pitifully weak against her. Should do a little more damage to these guys. Hooray! That's the effort it takes to kill one of those guys. And I do want to kill them because I want their drops. Fighting Quillag will be easier if I don't have to be poisoned for it. And so we won't. Wait for this one to get, there he goes, he smells me. And now that they're dead, we'll actually join the Forest Covenant while we're here, so that the Forest Covenant NPCs will not aggro onto us, even though they're a good source of souls. They will crush me. And they'll basically always crush me. These guys would be potentially some of the most dangerous enemies in the game. Because they're me, but stronger. Is it not so that thou art new?
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me. But cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. I
Okay. So long as we're in this covenant, the forest NPCs will not bother me. Go ahead, give me the ring. There we go. So our goal is these little guys, because they can drop gold pine resin. And this will probably what I end the stream on, because I'm going to be killing these guys for a fairly long time. They're also hard to kill. The samurai merchant has nothing for me. Let's just, for posterity's sake, see what this looks like. Yeah, okay. What? What was happening? I can't backstab him. Look at this. It locks me in place like I'm going to backstab him, but then it doesn't happen. What? It still won't let me backstab him. Can I backstab you? Yes. Those guys I do not want to fight, because they, while they do drop better amounts of pine resin, they're also murder machines, and they will take a million years to kill. Look how much damage that did. That was from full. Anyways. It would really help if I had the covetous gold silver serpent ring. One of those. Take some of those words I said, and if you combine them, you'll come to the truth. I think it's an item I'm going to allow myself, because I didn't do it on my own. When I just played this, I did not allow that ring. But if I'm going to be streaming much of my grinding, I'm going to kill a few more of these mushrooms and call it a night. And do this off camera. Not the most compelling watching. But it doesn't actually aid me, it just makes it take less time. Nope. Oh, it happened again! These mushrooms are magical. They're making pop-in happen, and also the screen glitch out. And I'm unable... I cannot backst... And this guy is stuck in a tree. It's just like the ending of the Blair Witch. What happens if I hit it? Wait, is the other one stuck too? No? What is happening? Why is it whenever I stream this game, just the weirdest shit happens? It's gonna take forever to kill this guy. And then it probably won't even drop any resin. I can't backstab this guy. It's not letting me attack because I was behind him and it wanted me to backstab, which it's not letting me do. It turned to face me. Oh, it got unstuck. Did it get unstuck because I tried backstabbing that guy? Whereas this guy just doesn't want me to backstab at all. This is just so weird. Oh, I think that's all the mini mushrooms. Man, that's just so weird. No, there's one. He's back in the spot that won't let me backstab him. Yay, we got one. Oh my goodness. We got one. I think I'm going to need about 5. So I have 2. I have 3 more to get. And on that bombshell, I think already had one TK Cat, and I'm not going to duplicate them. I'm going to grind them out, but I'm not going to do that right now. Or at least I'm not going to stream it. Ah, man. We got a lot accomplished this stream. We pooped a Capra Demon, we got a weapon. And we had my usual end of stream glitch fest. It's just a tradition now. Well, anyways. Talk to you guys later.